right, Governor. Turn out your pockets.
Take it easy, lad. Just let me dry my hands. I don't suppose I can keep this watch.
Jesus Christ! Get off!
Well, shouldn't we go after him?
No, he'll be well away by now. You okay?
I'm fine. Harry Adams. Thanks for the rescue.
Mike Winter, that's quite a left you've got there.
Christ, he's not...
Well, I think you've broken his jaw, but he'll survive.
I'll get the manager and rustle up the police.
Is that wise?
Well, we can't let him go, for God's sake. He tried to rob me.
Forgive me, but isn't it Sir Harry Adams?
Yes.
Well, please don't be offended, sir, but a middle-aged industrialist, unmarried, in a punch-up with 2 youths in a gents' laboratory.
Widowed.
Well, not married at the time. You know what the gutter press is like. Not to mention business rivals.
You're damned right.
Hello, my car's outside. Why don't you come with me? We can clean up later.
Fine. Do you suppose he's all right?
Well, he'll have to sup his ale through a straw for a week or two, but he'll live.
Good. Let's go.
Fractured jaw, concussion, 3 broken ribs, compound fracture of left arm, lacerations to head and scalp concomitant with severe kicking. It sounds like someone's been through the card here.
The youth will live. It's touch and go for a time. Turns out he's got a heart condition.
I'm very interested in this forensic report. Some blood was more congealed than other samples. He was duffed up twice.
But why would somebody beat up a punk rocker, then come back and do it again?
Have you seen them? They're asking for it, if you ask me.
Then there's this. Anonymous phone call on a Snout's direct line. Asks Sir Harry Adams about the kid who was found in the Ambassador's hotel washroom, says the voice, then hangs up.
The hotel confirmed Sir Harry Adams was there that night, at a dinner. Masonic.
Aha.
What does aha mean, George?
Well, it means that 3 of Central's finest are not in conference with this up-and-coming young DI here.
DCI, Sergeant.
DCI? Simply because a punk rocker got duffed up in a posh hotel washroom. Oh, no. We're here because along the wire the electric message came. He is no better, but he is a name. A name indeed, Sir Harry Adams, a man of substance. A name not to be taken in vain. Do I win a cuddly toy?
Yeah, Sergeant Bullman's quite right. Sir Harry Adams is suspected by Special Branch of breaking border trade regulations in the respect of the sale of armaments abroad. We've been asked to carry out a routine surveillance on Sir Harry and his company, Amalgamated Electronics, using the GBH allegation as an excuse. Sergeant Singh will lead the investigation. You two will back him up. Any questions?
Yes, sir. This is a very influential person, a captain of industry, honoured by the Royal Blade. So, am I right in assuming that SB want this investigation carried on outside their own department, so that if the excretia hits the revolving air conditioner, we shall be up to our necks in it, and they can walk away clean?
This is on an official basis, Sergeant Bullman. They can't dissociate themselves from it.
You get that in writing, sir. Only thinking of Sir's career. Is this you, sir?
No, that's my daughter Beth. This is me. Note the expression of abject terror. Not completely hidden by helmet and goggles. And this is Beth and me linking up. Relative work, we call it.
Oh, that's quite amusing, sir, seeing that you and your daughter are relatives.
Yes. And this is us linking up with David, my youngest.
Sort of happy families at 10,000 feet, eh? The lad's off the danger list now, sir.
Cigarette?
No, I'm trying to give up. He gave a very good description, though I put it down to malice. He nearly died. Bad heart. Look, sir, assault is not in the same league as manslaughter. No doubt you have the best legal advice, but would you care to make a telephone call? the lad probably struck you first. Was that it, sir?
I'm not quite with you, Sergeant.
Right. We understand that on Monday night you went to the Ambassador's Hotel.
That's right, Masonic.
And while you were there, you went to the
The washroom.
Yes.
No.
There you were involved in a fight.
No, not at all. A fight? Good God, no. I was never near the washroom.
A young boy was very badly beaten up in the laboratory, sir. Information has reached us. Now, please forgive me, but I have got my work to do, informing us that you were involved.
Nonsense, Sergeant.
Why did you leave the Masonic and not return, sir?
I understand you left just after cigars were lit.
That's right, I had business to complete. But I was never anywhere near the washroom.
Well, I'll probably require a statement from you later, sir, but at the moment that's all, and once again, apologies.
Rubbish, Sergeant. You have a job to do, I understand.
It's relative work. It's all relative, really. I'm sure you agree, don't you, sir?
Oily rag.
I wish you wouldn't, Willis. You know I'm trying to give up.
So much for the anonymous phone call, Gov. We can scrub Sir Harry Adams.
He was there.
What?
He was there, Willis. It was part of what happened to that kid.
I thought 2 kickings weren't enough for a punk rocker.
Well, I must admit, Willis, there's a lot I don't like about the safety pin and greenhouse set, but even a snot-nosed urchin is entitled to protection of the law.
I keep on telling you, Gov. You're a walking contradiction.
The fact remains that Sir Harry Adams was involved.
How can you be sure?
Because he's a decent man and he didn't enjoy lying. That kid was beaten up twice. That's the second monkey that I'm after.
You're really sold on some sort of conspiracy, sir. What could the motive be?
I don't know. But this I do know.
What's that?
My knee's hurting. And we just walked past a very heavy member of society, one Hooky Walker, slung out the vice squad for having his fingers in the till.
What's he into now?
Bit of porn, bit of private eye. Oh, a bit of anything that festers under the nation's band-aid.
So what's he doing around here?
Well, nothing that will get him beatified. You can bet your life.
Hooky Walker. Nicked him down the smoke, did you, boss?
No, we employed him down there a couple of times when I was seconded to the funny people, you know, when the Bullman Star was still in the ascendant.
You know, that's a slice of your past you've never talked about.
Too bloody right it is. Bow! Jeez, that's hot.
Burns the taste buds, Gov. It's the only way you can swallow it. So maybe old Hooky's still doing the odd job for you know who.
I don't care who he's working for, Willis. A crime is a crime.
Is it, son? Only 1,826 shopping days to 1984.
Thanks very much, sir. I'm sure I will.
And I'm sure you will. If you didn't, it would be a sin.
Where were we?
1984. Seam stockings cut. I wonder what all would have said about tights.
Yes, that's very profound, Willis. Oh, mind you, this knee of mine's still giving me jip. I think I'll look up my old colleagues in the Ministry of Accidents. Pay them a visit. What do you mean?
The smoke. You're determined to get back down there, aren't you? To suss out that rumour about missing your place in the murder squad.
Well, maybe kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Got nothing to lose but my pension.
No point in throwing it away, though.
Call me irresponsible. Oh, in the meanwhile, you should arrange to have Sir Harry's telephone bugged.
Well, the main problem being in the cannibalizing of the main parts.
It's easy for the design shop to cry for a new module, Beth, but think of the cost. The old parts are tried and have been through their teething problems. We'll cannibalize and be damned.
Fine, if that's the best we can manage.
It is. And it's still the best radar jamming device on the market, including the Yank copies. If it weren't for the politicians in this ruddy country, we'd have re-equipped every NATO air force.
Well, it's always worth a try, isn't it, Dad?
Of course. Not long till the wedding. Cold feet.
22 days. And my feet are fine, thanks.
I suppose you're dining with young James tonight?
Yes, come and join us if you like.
Do I look like a gooseberry? Off you go. Have a lovely time.
God bless.
Adam's here. Mrs. Cavendish. Well, hello.
Sir Harry, have I caught you at a bad time? Good. Now I'm going to rap your knuckles about being too generous with Lucinda. The 200 would have been fine without the gorgeous bracelet. You really are too kind.
That sounds like a splendid idea, Mrs. Cavendish. I'll call you back.
You too, Mrs. Cavendish. Thank you, Magdalena.
What's the acid between you and Rainbow, George?
Remember when that chief super came up from the Met?
Bliss.
Yeah, that's the one. Well, I heard a whisper.
Whisper, George?
Yeah, I heard there was a DI job was offered back in the smoke.
I sent Willis for a camera. I've got the keys to that office, right opposite their main entrance.
Yeah, so what I reckon is I think I'll take a trip to London. Man must look after his career, eh, what?
After this job, you mean?
Ah, this could hang on for weeks. Reckon I could go over the side for a couple of days without the sky falling in.
Rainbow will go spare.
Rainbow lied to me.
How do you mean?
I went to see him. Asked him outright, man to man. I said, is it true you blocked my promotion, DI in the murder squad?
What did he say?
He said, absolutely no. I was completely mistaken. He was lying. I can tell. So, will you cover for me?
2 days. Will you keep in touch?
I love you the better. The hearers cry amen. Did you know anything about this at all? Did Rainbow ever mention it to you?
Would I lie to you, George?
Right, I'll be off then. Give me love to Busby.
Huh?
Not like the Chief to skip off like that.
Promotion, Willis. Brings out the ambition in us all.
It's not ambition so much with the boss. It's Rainbow. He believes Rainbow's cut him up. And if he has,
If yes?
I wouldn't want to be Rainbow.
Yes, Sergeant Bull, a man. Oh, Mr. Fairfax isn't answering his phone. I can imagine he never does. Tell him I'll be in his office at 2 o'clock. Sharp.
Value silver, I'm afraid. Beer tastes best out of glass. Try telling that to the board.
The problems of privilege and wealth, eh?
It can be a bore, I don't mind telling you. Cheers.
Cheers. You sounded less than ebullient on the phone.
The truth is, Mike, my lad, the police came round, and I'm not sure if I said the right thing.
Hang about.
What's that?
That small grey-haired bloke wearing a donkey jacket.
Yeah, I can see him.
He was hanging around here this morning. Looks a bit furtive.
A bit sus.
Dunno. Take a happy snap, Sarge. Just in case.
Five pints of bitter when you're ready, Janice, please.
See, you're still on the Nigerian lager, George.
Oh, yeah. Tom, let me get straight down to basics.
Why break the habits of a lifetime?
Detective Chief Superintendent Bliss. That ring a bell?
Bliss. Charlie Bliss. Senior CIDLO between the Yard and the UK constabularies. Good man.
Yeah. Tom, we've never exactly been mates, but we have done a few courses together, you know what I mean?
Have another pint.
Yeah, why not? See, what I want you to do is I want you to do some snooping for me, seeing as how you're in the murder squad.
Pint of Guinness and a large Scotch, Doris.
Janice, they call her Janice.
Shows all they know. What sort of snooping, George?
I have heard, Tom. I've been tipped there was a place for me in your firm. Promotion, too, that was the word.
So what went south?
I think somebody up north put the boot in.
Well, I wouldn't worry about it.
What if they come to see you?
Well, why should they? I wasn't there.
I see.
I was with you.
What?
You left the Masonic early to have a discreet word with me. Nowhere near the hotel, of course.
An alibi?
If you like. But nobody's going to question the word of two men like us.
Damn.
What's wrong?
I wish I'd never cut and run. I should have called the police there and then. With my daughter's wedding next month, and business, it's a mess.
Well, it's a bit late for that, old boy.
Thanks, Janice.
Cheers. Ah, Janice. It is Janice, eh?
There was a place, George. Jim McCann with the flying squad got it.
What rank?
Detective Inspector.
That should have been me.
Actually, old sport, it was you we asked for. More than that, I don't know.
Oh, sorry, Janice, I lost control.
Janice?
Tom. What the hell is her name?
What's your first name, Miss Bennett?
Vanessa.
That's a nice name, Vanessa. What's so funny?
Sorry, Sergeant. It's just that you sounded like Nicholas Parsons. That's a nice name, Vanessa.
Very funny, love. Now, who is this man? That's my immediate problem.
Could be somebody called Mike, social acquaintance of subject.
Mike who?
I don't know, Sergeant. He crops up in the transcripts of Sir Harry's office phone. It's a private line. Mike, it's Harry Adams. Voice replies, Sir Harry, good to hear from you. How's tricks? Sir Harry replies, I'd like to buy you a beer, Mike. And they go on to fix a meet in Sir Harry's office.
Yeah, it could be a Mike. We once had a Labrador called Mike. It looked just like him.
Ah.
In this office, love, if we've got a problem, we speak up about it. Don't be shy.
Who's chummy with the fat face and the donkey jacket?
We don't know.
Do you know the face?
He's not on the force. He's not a private detective. Willie saw him snooping around Sir Harry's office.
Bit of a coincidence, isn't it?
Let's go through these photos again. We'd have to have at least one mate to keep tabs on Sir Harry. We must look for a recurring face. Chummy number 2.
I don't suppose he's special branch. Or is that a naive suggestion?
It's a thought. That's all, Chief.
What ho, Chief? You're becoming infected by our metropolitan wisecrackers, Sergeant. To put you back on the Tufty run.
Oh, that's a rich one. About this punk rock assault, oblique Sir Harry Adams, oblique surveillance, sir.
What about it?
I believe certain other parties are taking a look at Sir Harry Adams.
And?
And I wonder if you'd phone Special Branch and ask them if they've got another obo going. I mean, it's bloody ridiculous if we're falling over each other's feet, right?
The stolid speech patterns of your northern copper's tongue are becoming tainted with sharp London shortcuts. However, if it'll put your mind at rest, I'll give Johnny Spencer a ring at the branch.
Is that going to be a giraffe?
Johnny, Eric Rainbow here. Hi. Yes, it'd be nice. Oh, listen, Johnny. This, Operation Minstrel. Tell me, is there anyone at any level in any organization working at cross purposes to my own show? No, I thought not. Thank you. Yes, look forward to that. Bye. No, the only people on the side of the white hats.
The white hats? Oh, I see, yes. It's very neat, sir. Very deft. I suppose anyone else snooping around Sir Harry would be known as a black hat?
Precisely.
Is that a giraffe?
No, it's an ostrich.
Oh, yeah. An ostrich.
When Bliss came back, he was furious, George. Coldly angry.
As angry as that, was he?
He and the murder squad governor went to AC Crime, along with the head of C5. They badly wanted you back.
Did they really?
But ACC says you're under the jurisdiction of your local chief constable. And since he's appointed Rainbow to administer you, that's the end of it.
Did Rainbow give any reason for refusing to transfer me back?
Oh, sure. He reckoned if the Met suddenly thought you worth promoting, he'd rather hang on to you. Bliss said he was a bit of a joker. You won't mention where you got all this?
No. Except to the News of the World and the Police Gazette.
Thanks very much, sir.
Well, borrowing teacher's kettle, are we?
Little girl lost, Sergeant. I've done the course.
Look, Vanessa, to Joe Public and anybody above the rank of detective superintendent, I'm sergeant. But to you, I'm just Sarge, okay?
Sorry. Anyway, we got a kettle. He's clever with those pipe cleaners, isn't he?
I know. Ostriches. Who's this, though? Any ideas?
No.
And this?
Nope.
And this?
Hookie Walker. Nasty punts. Ex-Vice Squad. Bit of a monkey. George Borman clocked him yesterday morning.
Where was that?
Outside Sir Harry Adams' office. Amalgamated Electronics.
Show me number 2. I wish Bullman hadn't gone over the side like that. This info would have been useful last night.
Didn't he leave his notebook, Sarge?
That'll be the bloody day. Okay, you two, here's the plan.
Vanessa Bennett, temporary attachment. I'm a fast driver by trade.
Derek Willis. Well, Vanessa, anything I can do? Anything at all?
You two coming in?
Oh, sorry, Sarge. The plan. A plan already.
Thank you very much. Sorry. I thought you said this was your...
Detective Sergeant Bullman.
I thought it would be Fairfax.
Fairfax has moved to the Treasury. My name is Effingham.
I'm sure, sir. Just as mine is the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Do sit down.
Sir?
Well, Sergeant, and how is life in the frozen north?
Oh, it's not all that cold, really, sir.
I was referring to its cultural rather than its climatic condition.
Well, I find there's an element of pre-pragmatic socialism in the interdependence of bourgeois and guild labour, which stems from a preference for monetary rather than intellectual awareness.
Quite so. Sir Harry Adams, Sergeant, how's your investigation going?
Just started, sir.
Yet even at this early stage, you contact us and ask to speak to Fairfax, my predecessor.
Yes, sir. No, sir, I'm trying to get them up.
I've glanced through your file. You worked with us on special attachment from the Flying Squad 69 to 70. Later, you did a spell with Metropolitan Special Branch, so you are au fait with the, less publicized departments of governance.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm not here to waste your time, sir.
Then let's get down to basics, shall we?
Well, as you say, sir, I have a certain experience of the odds and sods of political oblique clandestine arrangements.
Do get on with it, Sergeant.
Dirty trick, sir. I have read the entrails, albeit briefly, and I have no doubt that Sir Harry is the victim of a very nasty, if not illegal, piece of character assassination, in the course of which a serious offence has been committed. Now, I have no doubt that Sir Harry struck the boy. Equally, I have no doubt that the person or persons concerned in fitting him up returned and committed the second offence, which I'm investigating. I'm not formally bringing this to your attention, sir, but I trust the culprits will be deterred from further such actions against a citizen of the United Kingdom.
What on earth has this to do with me? And do you have any evidence to substantiate this extra?
ordinary allegation of yours? Oh, yes, sir. I believe I've spotted the team involved. Oh. The names and histories of at least two of which are known to me. You, Fairfax, has used them in the past.
Dear boy, I have retained Fairfax's predilection for single malt. Will you join me, Sergeant?
Hello, Emu, this is Kiwi, over.
Emu, go ahead, over.
Kiwi, chummy number 1 has just gone inside. Chummy number 2 still inside, over.
Emu, info me if Chummy 2 comes back out. I reckon we could tag along behind him, over.
Roger, Dodger. Out.
Roger, Dodger. I think Willis lives in a world of fantasy.
How do we work the tail?
Yesterday they used foot and bus. Off the bus, into a taxi, out at the lights, in through the front of a cinema or a shop, and out through the side. I reckon I'll just tag along behind him. You move in bounds, keeping ahead of the game and ready to pick up any mobile that Chummy suddenly leaps on.
Yes. I was once on a successful tailing job, or was it twice? We had 16 techs and 5 mobiles, plus a Metropolitan Police helicopter.
And now we are 2.
Kiwi, chummy 2 moving south on his plates. Out.
Plates?
Feet. Plates of meat. Cruise past him, love. Drop me off about a block ahead.
Roger, Chief.
Rainbow's right. We're saddled with a team of ruddy lunatics.
I'm surprised they allow you a cat in here, sir.
It came through the window, chaffinch in its mouth.
Ah, adopted you, did it? It's probably a Russian cat, Mr. Effingham. Got a tiny radio mic stuck up its,
Good God.
Anyway, as you were saying, Sir Harry Adams.
What?
Sir Harry Adams.
Oh, yes. Well, he was one of the original sanction busters, supplying stuff to Rhodesia. But now things are rather more serious. Amalgamated Electronics are supplying Amalgamated Electronics are supplying electronic equipment, details of which are highly classified, to the Turks. The net result being that when they are fully equipped, they will be able to take out the entire Greek Air Force in a couple of days.
Yes, but aren't we all in NATO?
Greece and Turkey, dear boy. Cyprus.
Oh.
Point being, the Americans and ourselves go to great pains to keep the balance of power just right in Southeast Europe. So I am running an operation to put a degree of pressure on Sir Harry Adams so that he will reduce his energy and enthusiasm for courses which run contrary to the policies of HMG.
Does the operation include GBH, blackmail, entrapment, burglary?
I can't possibly discuss the smaller print, dear boy. But not to felony, not to GBH.
Nor to misdemeanor, nor to any infringement of the law.
Dear boy, what do you expect from me?
Fairness, sir.
Oh, no, you don't. What do you really want? Why have you really come down here? What is all this politicking for some lost promotion? Come along, Sergeant. Let's be frank, shall we?
Did you see who we met?
Yes, Sergeant. Sarge.
They've gone into the park. Practical police work. Observe, record, collate. Observe, and sooner or later, bingo. Where's Willis? I want this one on film.
Getting the window. The hotel room booked, Mr. Winter. Are the ladies all set up? Yes, don't worry. I've explained everything. Then some sort of question. Something about a camera. Something, oh, sorry. Above the room. Looking down into it. Telly. Photo. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not clicking with this at all.
No, you're doing great, love, really great. Try and get an address, though, eh?
Excuse me, Sergeant. Quick word, please.
Sorry, love. Carry on, please.
Yes, sir.
What the hell's going on with that? Lip reading, sir.
Lip reading?
Yes, sir, we've got some film, silent film with a couple of suspects. Frida's reading their lips.
Is she any good?
Well, she's the best there is. She teaches at the deaf and dumb school, you know?
Whose idea was this?
Miss Bennett's.
Well, keep quiet about it. There's enough people gunning for your oddball team without bloody lip readers.
Yes, sir. How's the ostrich?
So I thought I would kill the two birds with the one stone. Come down and find out what had happened vis-a-vis my promotion and info you, sir, about a crime which could conceivably have been carried out in your name.
The crime being this, punk rocker being beaten up in the hotel washroom.
Yes, sir. Grievous bodily harm, if not attempted murder.
And sometimes, in order to get at great lawbreakers, we have to set aside certain minor laws. Do I shock you?
Somebody once told Sir Thomas More that he would cut down every law in England to get at the devil.
No doubt I am to hear Sir Thomas More's reply.
When the last law is down and the devil turns on you, where will you hide then, the laws being all flat? Do you really think that you could stand upright in the winds that would blow then? Sir, I have pounded a beat and shoveled manure to uphold just that thought.
This last being yourself talking and not Sir Thomas, I take it.
A serious crime has been committed. A decent citizen is being entrapped. Sir, I have written comprehensive notes on this case, and I will go to the Lord Chief Justice of England, if necessary.
I am quite sure no one who has read your record could ever doubt it. So, if your allegations are correct, we must put this matter right before we have a Watergate on our hands.
So where do the two chummies come and go? And this Mike Winter?
Well, according to the lip reader's interpretation, excuse me, they're trying to set up a blackmail attempt. They talk about two girls, a hotel room, a window overlooking it across the road, and a bugging device in the hotel room.
So Sir Harry is lured there and someone bursts in. An angry husband?
Outraged hotel manager.
Big scene. Threatened exposure, if you'll forgive the expression.
Professional reputation in danger. Scandal like that.
And who does Harry run to?
Why, friendly, worldly Mike Winter, of course.
Surely Sir Harry wouldn't be so stupid as to risk his
He's
future.
a lonely man, Vanessa. A widower, very busy. A bloody successful international figure.
Poor old sod deserves some fun. The hypocrisy is it's acceptable so long as you don't get caught.
I say, sounds a bit of a mug game.
And we're paid to protect mugs against villains like Mike Winter.
Whoever he is.
And I suppose the idea was to compromise Sir Harry with the GBH trick, then add to the pressure with a touch of the black. What was it to be? Choir boys? Chorus girls? Not little Bo Peep
The
again.
GBH trick, as you call it, was a gross error by the persons concerned. My God. Imagine the press linking such a thing with this department.
Yes.
Excuse me, I must have a scotch.
Maybe I can help. Our team are on top of the case and very discreet.
You would require to sign the Official Secrets Act, specific to this affair.
And, with the greatest respect, sir, you would require to tell me the truth.
All right. All right. My men up there went under the name of Winter, Mike Winter. The Special Branch wanted no part of this operation.
So why did they ask our lot to get involved?
Perhaps after the boy was beaten up, they suspected that Winter was involved. And by asking you lot to take a long, hard look at Sir Harry Adams, they clearly hoped you would uncover the operation and put a stop to it.
Why couldn't they just get you on the blower, sir?
Special Branch?
Yes.
I doubt if they know about me. But they clearly intended to queer Winter's pitch.
Winter's pitch? Do I detect the sound of hands being washed?
Oh, don't act naive, Sergeant. It's an ugly sight. My job is to serve the government and to protect the security of the nation. My instructions to Winter were to find out Sir Harry Adams' weak spots and to pressure him into conforming with policies of HMG. It's a tough world, old son, and such things do occur. Under Marx's regime, the man would simply disappear. So don't shed any crocodile tears.
The trouble with Marx is that the communists got hold of him. I take it you prefer no arrests or criminal charges, sir?
If you can reconcile that with your Cromwellian conscience.
Can I use your phone, sir?
Please. Dial 5 for an open line.
5. Oh, by the way, sir, Mr. Rainbow, there's no need to involve Mr. Rainbow in this. Between you and I, sir, he's not entirely suitable for work of this nature, sir.
Really? Rainbow, you say?
Rainbow, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant Bullman.
Sir. Detective Sergeant Singer, room 36, please. Sergeant Singer, Bullman here. I want you to go to a public phone box and ring me at this number. You'll need an awful lot of 10p's, mate.
Incredible. A man in his position risking all for a roll in the hay with a tart.
He's not an ordinary man, is he? He built that business up from nothing. Now he's a millionaire 10 times over. Think of the energy he must have. And no time for proper romance.
I'm sorry, Derek. I just find it a bit sordid.
Sordid? We spend our lives among hoodlums, villains,
And that's before we leave the building. Right, boys and girls, pay attention. George has just been on the dog and bone. It appears his trip to the smoke wasn't just to sort out a promotion problem.
Ah, that's my George, swift as a ferret.
Ferret?
Well, hey, all that, Swift.
So I'll see you down there then.
What?
Right, Sarge. Boozer next to the bus station. 20 minutes.
Mustache.
Where's Sergeant Bullman? I want a quick word with him.
Oh, he's gone undercover for a couple of days, Chief. This Harry Adams job.
Sir Harry Adams to you, if you don't mind.
Except we were trying to be discreet, sir. Must fly.
Oh, you're a dab hand with pipe cleaners, Chief. One gold watch, one lager.
Do you know that number?
What?
Do you know that number?
Yeah, it's the funny people, isn't it?
That's where Bullman is now. He's got some strange friends, right enough.
So what's the word?
The word is, Vanessa, Bullman confirms what we deduced.
Sir Harry's being set up for a touch of the black.
Right. Number one nasty is Mike Winter, with Hooky Walker and the little fat man whose name is Brown to back him up. Now, any arrests and charges will damage Sir Harry, who needs a vice and crime headline like he needs a 4 nights holiday with Idi Amin.
Possibly you should have thought of that sooner.
If this setup goes through, Sarge, we can only pinch him. Law's the law.
And it doesn't seem quite fair to ruin old Adams in passing just for a collar.
What if the setup doesn't go through?
Could we book Winter and Co. on the punk bashing charge?
No, that ticket will never stick.
Bullman suggested there's a way we can get at Winter and his knavish crew without dropping the old boy in the mire. If you're game.
I don't know, you guys certainly close ranks.
I take it this is not one for the notebooks, Sarge.
No, Rainbow would never understand. Oh, sorry to kick you in at the deep end, love. How about it?
You mean, how about using police time and equipment to stop 3 villains from blackmailing an oversexed millionaire? Risking job and pension if we get caught. Just because my 3 colleagues think it's a good idea. What can I say? Certainly beats dishing out speeding tickets.
Well, rare and beautiful, eh? Well, I'm most grateful. Where would it be possible to, view them? I know the place. Shall we say tomorrow, round about midday? Fine. I look forward to it. All work and no play, Harry.
Midday at the Ambassador's Hotel, ladies. Now, let me see your fingernails.
Right, Sergeant, right? Yeah, great. Thanks. Well, Sergeant Singer has devised a very ingenious plan, sir. I think it will amuse you.
Good man. I want just enough stink so that...
Winter.
Thank you. So that Winter's career with this outfit is...
wrecked.
Just so. We'll be driving north. In 1 hour's time, 1 passenger. Thank you, Adelaide. Adelaide. Do try the quail's eggs, dear boy. Good for the prostate.
That's our man.
Like a lamb to the slaughter.
Did you see the birds going? I wouldn't say it was all that dark.
2 lovely nymphs. You know, I think we're doing the old boy a favour. Right, ladies.
Right then. Good luck.
You look a bit kinky in that, you know.
Only to the jaded, Derek.
Good afternoon, sir. Is everything all right?
Yes, everything's fine, thank you.
Excellent. Please enjoy your stay.
Thank you. I intend to.
Hello, I'm Georgina.
This is for you, Mania.
How lovely.
nothing like a good champagne. Close the curtain, will you?
It's stuck. Nice smooth shady hair. Let's slip this jacket off, shall we?
Yeah, certainly.
That building's empty. There's nobody in it.
Never mind the curtains. Time to forget life's cares and woes.
Right, give him about 20 minutes and then go through the main door.
Don't worry.
Hey, Pat.
What?
Got your lines right?
He won't know if it's Friday or breakfast time. As an outraged hotel manager, I'm worth an Oscar.
Poor old sod.
Hey! What are you playing at, mate?
I say. You're new here, aren't you?
I'm sorry, sir. You are...
Tracy, Richard, I'm the hotel detective. I'm surprised we haven't met.
I'm not on the permanent staff. I sometimes help out here.
I think you're a thief, sir.
What?
Thief. Posing as a member of the staff. Let's go down to my office, shall we?
You rang for room service?
No, not this room, darling.
Oh, isn't this room 325?
Yes, it is, but I'm rather busy.
That's a pity. Nice man like you.
What?
Why don't we slip into something more comfortable?
What?
Is this man annoying you?
Yes, he was interfering with my clothing. He made the most terrible suggestions.
Who the hell are you?
Does that really matter, sir?
Oh, Jesus. The law.
You sound relieved.
Well, what are you, a constable or a sergeant? I'm not telling you anything.
The accused then said, ring this number in London. Ask for Mr. Effingham. We are all on the same side.
You can't be serious.
I am a government official. I should not really tell you this, but the name Mike Winter is false. My real name...
All right, okay, so I've been...
Sold down the river.
The biter has been bitten. Beaten at your own game. Whichever way you look at it, chum, you are undone.
Somebody up there doesn't like you.
So what do you want from me?
Your resignation, dear boy. You see, none of us is above the law, Charlie. People like us in particular.
You mean I got found out?
Well, that's just unforgivable. Don't go back to the office. Personnel will forward your P45. I really am very sorry. You had a bright future.
Well, I'm sure we'll bump into each other again.
Don't bank on it. Goodbye.
Well, that's that.
Quite so. Freddie, you old rascal. Dear boy, how the devil are you? Capital, capital. Had a refreshing day. Yes. Still with the, yes. I must dash. I'm in a frantic hurry. My daughter Beth. Remember? That time. Good to see you. Take care. Cheers. Dear old Harry. Hasn't changed a bit. You know him? No. At school together.